depth perception. Congressman Mark Green is here with us, former flight surgeon for the U.S. Army's Night Stalkers. Spent a lot of time in Blackhawks with night vision.
Yeah.
How much does it help, and what are the dangers?
Clearly, in an urban environment, you get lots of other lights. Somebody can shine a light at you and flash
Landing lights of planes coming at you?
It's possible, but it's going to light up really brightly. I mean, if the NVGs are on, you should see those lights, and especially moving lights, right? That's a big difference than a fixed light on a building. What's happening is that the helicopters going down here, that they could lose situational awareness to the point that they wouldn't see this plane coming down. Another plane. Honestly, and I've investigated crashes before where target fixation was the issue. They get their eyes locked on one other thing and they miss the thing in their periphery. That does happen, especially, in this aircraft, they only had one crew chief. So that means, the aircraft that I flew in had two, one on each side. And those crew chief are literally outside the aircraft, especially in a situation where they're this low. The regular Army, they fly with one. And so that's two people on one side, one person on the other side. It'd be very interesting to find out which side of the aircraft that crew chief was on. So we're watching file video. This is what it looks like to look through night vision goggles. So you get a sense of how, to the normal eye, shades of green, and how disoriented it is. The other thing that has come up, and I think we talked about priorities a lot, is the amount of air traffic coming into DCA. It has been expanded greatly. Congress has kept authorizing more and more and more flights, despite some serious questions, including now all of a sudden using intersecting runways. Is this a wake-up call that, yes, aviation's been very safe for very long, but maybe we've gotten complacent? Well, clearly some issues with the FAA. There's complacency. You talked about that earlier in your show. However, I think the radar systems that are here, the technology on these aircraft, when they work right, we haven't had an accident in a very long time. And those aircraft, you see the helicopters flying up and down the Potomac all the time. These guys need to do this mission because, quite frankly, that unit at Fort Belvoir may have to respond to a disaster inside the city. So they just need to make sure everybody does their job well. And the equipment works. And staffed well. One air traffic controller rather than two. Yeah, that's right. All right. Thanks. Good to see you, Congressman. Thank you very much.